What makes Seinfeld's unique 90s humor so hard to explain? Imagine a show that turns everyday annoyances into comedy gold. That's what Seinfeld did in the 1990s. Its humor is tricky to explain because it's built on tiny social moments that feel both familiar and bizarre. And like other sitcoms that relying on big jokes or punchlines, Seinfeld's comedy often comes from characters, selfishness, and social awkwardness. They do things that break social rules without caring, like pretending to care about things they don't or causing trouble without remorse. This makes the humor feel uncomfortable but also very real. It's a kind of comedy that makes you laugh and squirm at the same time. The show captures the 1990s culture perfectly. It shows the little frustrations of that time, like waiting for a table at a restaurant, making awkward phone calls, or dealing with car salespeople. These are things many viewers experienced but rarely saw on TV so directly. Seinfeld took these boring moments and turned them into complex stories filled with coincidences and social mistakes. It was called a show about nothing because it focused on trivial daily details. This made the humor feel fresh but also hard to pin down because it wasn't about big jokes. It was about flawed characters reacting selfishly to ordinary situations. Another reason it's hard to explain is how Seinfeld handled sensitive topics. It talked about race, sexuality, and personal problems in a dark, ironic way. The characters often said or did things that were inappropriate, but the show never judged them. Instead, it showed how social rules can be silly or restrictive. This approach was unusual and sometimes made viewers uncomfortable. It made the humor layered and complex, not just simple jokes. Seinfeld also reflects the pre-digital age. It references answering machines, renting cars without apps, and other now outdated experiences. These details make it special for those who lived through the 1990s. For newer viewers, these references can be confusing but also charming. It's like a time capsule of a world before smartphones and social media changed everything. So, what makes Seinfeld's humor so hard to explain? It's the mix of subtle social critique, awkward selfishness, and everyday life details all wrapped in the specific culture of the 1990s. It's less about punchlines and more about showing how silly social rules and human flaws can be. That's why it feels both timeless and tied to its era, making it a comedy that's hard to sum up but easy to love.